Hi guys. Okay, so I really want to talk about this because now with everything happening in the energy, we are trying to figure out who's on our team and who isn't. Are we on our own team? What's going on? Are we allowing people in our lives to hurt us? Are we hurting ourselves by going back to people who shouldn't be there? These are the signs to watch out for that are dangerous on your journey. And I say dangerous because if you have a low vibrational person in your life, you are taking on their karma. You are giving them your light. And again, I'm not trashing anyone. That's not what we do here. We don't do that. We speak truths, and if someone's triggered, we should work on that, right? Okay, because when someone triggers me, I'm like, oh, I gotta go work on that. And I'm battling it with someone that I'm currently going through a breakup with. I'll tell you guys that right now. I'll be really honest. I'm being low vibrational with an ex right now because it's like, open up your eyes. And we just shouldn't talk. That's why I want to make this video, because I'm not being very kind to him, because he's triggering me, because he won't see my point of view, and I can't see his point of view. I don't know how he feels. He feels secretive and I feel pushy. Does that make sense? That's a sign right there. If you're dealing with a situation like that where someone brings out the worst in you, red flag number one. You should not have to fight to get someone to see your point of view. You should not be pushing to make it work. Oh, it's a message from spirit, okay? I'm burping like crazy right now. You should not be pushing and resisting and pulling at someone to open up. If they don't want to open up, that's a sign from spirit right there, that it's not for you. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And I know it's hard to accept. It's like, we have a situation to sort out together. Or it's like, it was a really long-term relationship. Or, you know, yada yada. There could be a bunch of things. Let's be really honest. No one's obligated to explain themselves. No one's obligated to do as we wish them to do. And you know, something I want to say about this, that's what made it click for me. He repeats that to me and I'm like, fuck, you're right. It's very irritating. But you know, it's like he's hurting himself, and I'm going to say this part because this is kind of what I'm seeing, is by constantly talking about our situation to other people. He's letting other people lay their opinions. Meanwhile, it has nothing to do with them, and they're just listening to outside source, right? That's what someone with a weak mind does. I'm not saying he's actually a very smart man, but someone who needs validation to make a choice on his personal life, he's not ready for, you know, he's not ready to have accountability or anything like that. Those are people that are dangerous, that talk about other people, their parents, their roommates, their friends, about your personal connections. So be it friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, parent. If they're always talking about your situation to someone else, that's dangerous for you. That's someone taking your energy and putting it on a silver platter for the rats to chew on. Okay? Think of it that way. And I didn't know that this person was doing this to me. I had no idea that he was taking our situation and discussing it with other people constantly. It's like, you know what? I was saying nice things about you, but I'm done. Yeah, someone who has no accountability and discusses your situation with others. And I'm just going to say, if you're new here, I literally am not structured. I have ADD. I just babble off like I'm talking to my friends, even though there's no one responding to me except spirit. So I hope that I don't irritate you too much, because I watch my videos and I get really irritated when I go off track, so I'm sorry. Skip to whatever parts you need to. Let's keep going. Yeah, danger. When you can't find a balanced ground and every time you connect it's an explosion, blah. That's spirit protecting you from a connection that is just not meant for you. And once you decide that you don't want that connection, or it's not for you, and you just accept it wholeheartedly, even if the person doesn't give you closure, even if the person cannot see your point of view and starts, oh, I almost said the next one. We'll save that one for after. But if there's no agreement and they're still really close-minded to you, know that that's a door closing and you need to close it and throw the key away, because there's something else opening up. Okay, there's something else meant for you. That person was great for that moment in time, but on your journey, you level up, you have lessons learned, and sometimes that person can't come with you. Who knows if they're going to come back around after they have their lessons, right? After they wake up and realize, like, okay, you know what? I was handing out our energy to outside sources. I should have just figured this out on my own. But when someone can't figure something out on their own and it's getting you to become an ugly person, step away. You're lowering your vibration. Okay? So next one. If someone talks about your mental stability, it doesn't matter if you have ADD. It doesn't matter if you have ADHD. It doesn't matter if you have bipolar. It doesn't matter if you have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. It doesn't matter if you have generalized anxiety disorder. It doesn't matter if you have schizophrenia. Anyone who uses your mental health against you is a fuck no. It's a canceled. Okay? Don't even try and justify that you have a mental illness and they're probably right. That's a no. You have a therapist for that. You have someone who has a degree that can talk to you about that. Not someone who ploys against your vulnerability and your insecurity. I do not even want to see you guys disrespect yourselves in that way. I had an ex constantly talk about how I was mentally unstable because he was like really gaslighting me and stealing my money behind my back and cheating on me. This is why they talk about your mental health, because they're doing things that are not morally correct. And oh, I wish he would stop screaming. I'm sorry about my nephew, guys. He's playing video games and he gets really excited. And okay, so the reason they need you to think you're crazy and irrational is because they are used to people not speaking to them or addressing them about their situations. You know, people with, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to give you this. You went to a doctor. You know what you have. You've worked on it. You've addressed it. And you might take medication for it that helps you take accountability. All of these steps you're taking, I want you to take your power back right now. You're taking care of that situation. And you trusted this person with that information, right? You trusted them. Now they're using it against you. You are aware enough, and you know this, you're aware enough to know that they're using it against you. So why are you disrespecting yourself and letting this person talk to you like that? That's a sign right there to block them, okay? That's a sign right there, shut it down. Because it's going to get worse. They're going to isolate you from thinking freely that you are a powerful, beautiful person, okay? You shouldn't feel shitty about having ADHD. You shouldn't feel shitty about having bipolar or borderline personality disorder. You need someone who supports you. You need someone who makes you feel normal and loved and supported. You don't need someone shit talking to your face and then them telling you that they love you when you submit. It's literally like smacking a dog with a leash until they bow down and they cower and have their tail between their legs. I want you to realize how smart and how beautiful it is that you took the steps to become aware that you have this extra sauce, okay? It's not a weakness. And something I wanted to say, people who have these type of extra sauce toppings, you know, they're actually really smart. I'm gonna say this. People who have these extra sources of energy, okay, because it is an extra source of energy. There's a lot of abuse that happened in the past life as a child that created these. There's always a trigger, okay? And the reason it happens is because you're so aware. You pick up on other people's energy. You're hypersensitive. Everything. You're just so fucking intelligent that your body couldn't handle it, so now you have some extra juice, okay? And in school, I always got A's. I was always an honor roll student. You're going to notice that. You guys have high school grades. Don't let some basic bitch tell you that you're not smart and you're not stable, okay? That's just straight up what I'm saying. They can go somewhere and love themselves. They can go somewhere else and talk about someone else's issues that doesn't value themselves, because that's what they need to feel powerful. That's someone trying to devalue you. That's a low vibration thing to do, to talk about something you trusted them with and use it against you. That's not a power tool. That's an open door to your home. And they're tracking in mud, blood, and dirt, okay? Stop disrespecting yourself. You guys really need to hear that right now. Those types of people are dangerous, especially because if you do have one of those situations, you are very prone to trying to prove that you're normal and you're worthy of love. And I just want to tell you, they don't see that. They don't think any higher of themselves. Let's be honest here. They need to lower people back down to their level because you have standards. Okay? They need to go love themselves. Let's not hate on them. Let's give them a moment of silence because that's all they deserve. Okay? Okay? Yeah. And especially, okay, and another one I want to add is if you're recovering from abuse and someone's trying to tell you you're a bad parent or you're an idiot for tolerating it, you chose to stay, dangerous person. Dangerous person. They're choosing to not see what you dealt with. And that's probably why you ended up with anxiety and PTSD and all that, okay? Go look up complex PTSD. See PTSD. Especially if you experienced abuse, you might resonate with that. You're hypersensitive now. And yeah, don't listen to anyone who tells you you're too fucked up to love after you've been in an abusive, traumatic life situation, okay? You deserve better. They need to go practice compassion. They're not for you, okay? Another one I wanted to talk about. Okay, so we talked about... and someone who's always talking about your life situations. Say you're kind of down in the dumps, you're not doing too great, and you just left some really complex situations and you're trying to get back on your feet. The people who keep telling you that you're not doing good need to go. Especially on this journey, when your life starts to fall apart, when your foundation starts to be rebuilt, that's when this happens the most, and this is when you start to see everyone for who they really are. This is like, I guess this video kind of is like people to be cautious of during your spiritual awakening, okay? So I think that's what I'm gonna call this video. But don't listen to people who are like, oh, you lost your job, you fucking, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You need help. You need help. Or you can't be loved because you're going through something right now. You shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't be having a baby. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. You don't have a car, you can't do that. Those are dangerous people. Doesn't matter what kind of dump you're in, you can climb out. Especially with, my hair looks funny. Especially with the right people who love you. These are affirmations. I'm just going to say this part right here. These are affirmations. These people saying really negative things in your mind, trying to convince you that you're not doing good. Those are affirmations from people who, in your situation, would probably be suicidal. Let's be really honest. They haven't hit their spiritual awakening and they need to go sort that out somewhere else, okay? It's okay. There's no reason to trash them. Just know that you guys are on totally different timelines, and this is a test of self-respect. This is a test of boundaries. You are a kind little soul who's tolerated this for a long time. When you awaken, the manipulation stops. The manipulation starts to feel confusing, and that's why people start to feel depressed, because it's like, these are my friends, these are my family, these are my supporters. They actually really liked when you were a doormat and didn't value yourself. Let's be really honest, okay? So those are dangerous. Let's see. Was there one more I wanted to talk about? I'm speaking harsh truths because someone told me that, like, someone just totally spoke down on me to my face. And I was like, all because you don't want to take accountability for your situation in my life, hey? Block. It's heartbreaking because I have ADD, so it's like I react very emotionally, and it's like, you understand me, speak to me, talk to me. But I'm starting to heal that, and it's like, I felt pretty confident in moving away from that situation after he told me that, he told me how he sees me, right? Take everyone's words for what they are. Don't take someone saying you're mentally unstable as a sign that you need to prove yourself to them. That's a fuck no. as I said. It's a close the door. You're allowed to chill, even if things are doing so great. I just want to say this. You're allowed to chill and recoup and heal. If you're around someone who's constantly bickering and bitching at you to get things done, and they're like a nutcase themselves, I know it's so low vibration to call people names, but I was staying with someone who was like always nagging at me about things, and it's like, oh my god, I thought I got to a safe place when you told me to come stay with you, but now I'm seeing this is like this is why your daughters are just absolutely full of anxiety. Like it's so difficult to heal around people who are always on you about something. I thought you were going to sell your tarot decks. What are you doing with that? And you're like, what, 25? And yeah, you're an adult. Don't be around people like that. I know it's really hard sometimes because you feel like you have nowhere to go. Eventually you'll get it sorted and stuff, but don't lose faith, especially because these people, they don't have faith in themselves. You know, you can't take on that energy. It's a test of the universe. Are you going to continue being a doormat, or are you going to stand up for yourself? So ow, I need more water. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Okay, so we did someone who ploys against your mental stability, danger. Someone who speaks on your traumatic life events, it's a red flag. Someone who talks about you not doing the greatest and emphasizes that you aren't doing great, it's a go out the door. It's throw the key away, okay? There was another one. You know what? I'll make more videos after because I'm going blank and I need to fill up my iced coffee. I love you so much. Take what I said serious and know how smart you are for even being aware and being able to be alive and remain such the beautiful person while you have ADD, while you have anxiety, while you have bipolar schizophrenia. Oh, this is that one. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Recovery. Anyone who makes fun of you while you're recovering, fuck them. I'm not even going to be nice about them. People who make fun of street people or someone who lived on the street in the past, fuck them. They should not be a part of your journey in the future either. When you recover and you're balling and you're doing amazing, you got a big ass house, these people are going to get their karma, and I say don't let them back in. Okay? These people who shit on you, talked about you, said horrible things about you. I'm very passionate about this because I have a close family member to me who got sober, and I am two of them. I'm so fucking proud of them. And I see people coming to them now needing help constantly. And I'm just like, look at you go. Look at you go. You got such a good soul. You fought through those dark times. Now people need you. How ironic is that? The people that made fun of them. Isn't that crazy? No one who makes fun of you recovering deserves to be in your life in the future, and they don't deserve to be in your life right now. I'm getting shaky and my heart's pounding because I love these people so much, and I love you guys so much, okay? These are dangerous people during your spiritual awakening. They're going to make you feel like everything you're doing is wrong because you've done wrong in the past, or you might not have that perfect image like them, but you can see who they are, right? Don't think shitty of them. This isn't a hateful message. This is me giving you your power back because a lot of us are really questioning if we're making the right choice about making changes and removing people. You're making all the right changes, and it's because you respect yourself. It feels wrong because you know in the end they're gonna need you, and it's almost like you're abandoning them because you have such a big heart. You're gonna feel better once they're gone, okay? You're gonna feel better once there's distance. And I really want to say it again. I love you guys, and you need to love yourself too as much as I love you. Okay? Bye.